Hi Aquarius, this is your August 26th through September 1st weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. In the second spread, we'll check in with those of you who are already involved with somebody. Spread number 3 will be love from the past. In the fourth spread, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth, the final spread, will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week, Aquarius. We have the Seven of Swords, clarified by the Page of Wands. We have the Chariot, clarified by the Star. We also have the King of Swords, clarified by the Sun. In the potential outcome, we have the Ten of Cups with the Knight of Cups and the Six of Wands. And we also have the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow air sign, Gemini, Libra, or not Aquarius. We also have water. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, and we have Leo on the table. Let's talk about assumptions real quick, Aquarius. I assume the King of Swords in the middle, I assume that's not you, right? I assume it's another person. It's the person you're going to be dealing with, who is most likely a fellow air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or somebody with a lot of air in their chart. If they happen to be not one of those, it could be somebody who is very intelligent, somebody who is like very professional in their area of expertise. They could be like a doctor or a lawyer, or somebody who wears uniform for work. Right? So I assume that's the person you're dealing with. We start with the Seven of Swords, clarified by the Page of Wands. I was a little surprised to see those two cards in the beginning, but as I was clarifying and as I got cards for the potential outcome, it kind of makes sense, right? So the Seven of Swords clarified by the Page of Wands. Say you are gonna go to some kind of an event by yourself or with friends, all right? This King of Swords could be at that event. You could be introduced to that person at that event, and they may tell you they may offer you to get out of there before the event is over. Right, and the two of you will be sneaking out. All right, for others of you, perhaps you have plans with friends or you have other plans, and this King of Swords shows up in your life, and they're gonna offer you to go on a date, and you're gonna cancel those plans with other people or another person, and instead go on a date with this King of Swords. All right. For others of you, perhaps this is somebody who is already in your life and they've been in denial about how they feel about you up until this point, but this week they will no longer be able to hold back. They will finally tell you how they feel. All right? They will finally maybe confess their love to you. All right? So that's how I see those two cards, right? Because the Seven of Swords is a card of it's not a very honest card, but together with all the other cards we have on the table, I think it will play out the way I just described. One of those scenarios, right? The Page of Wands clarifying it is a message, or they're talking to you, they're flirting with you, they're offering you, right? Then we have the Chariot, clarified by the Star, and we also have that Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. The Chariot and the Eight of Wands are the two fastest cards in the deck. And you got both of them on the table. So you guys, I think, are going to go somewhere. In some shape or form, there's going to be a trip. You're going to get in the car, you're going to get on a bus, you're going to get in the train, on a plane, and go somewhere. Right? The Chariot also could be a Cancer you're dealing, but the Chariot, like I said, is the fastest card in the deck. And the Chariot is also a card of moving forward and not looking back. The Star clarifying the Chariot, that's you, Aquarius. So you're here anyway, right? The Star is your major arcana card. And the King of Swords themselves is clarified by the Sun. The Sun is a card of clarity, right? So if this person's been lying to themselves about how they feel about you, it will finally come to the surface. Their true feelings will finally become clear to you and everyone, right? And besides that, the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. With the Sun card, people always feel on top of the world, happy and all that good stuff. In the potential outcome, we have the Ten of Cups with the Knight of Cups and the Six of Wands. So those three cards are a little bit in reverse, to be honest with you, because usually I would expect to see the Six of Wands and then maybe the Knight of Cups, or the other way around, and only after that the Ten of Cups. But don't worry. don't worry about the sequence of the cards. Perhaps it's just a way of the universe to say that yes, you definitely have a commitment coming up. Because the Ten of Cups, the first card that came out in the potential outcome, is the happily ever after card. It's a family card, commitment, marriage card. All right, the Knight of Cups is the most loving knight out of all 4 knights, the most romantic knight out of all 4 knights, and the Six of Wands is a card of victory and success, just like the Chariot, by the way. And Chariot is also a victory card. Then back in the day, the Six of Wands used to be called the proposal card, marriage proposal card. So that's why I'm saying it's a little bit in reverse, but don't worry, it's all here. All right, so that's one interesting reading with the interesting beginning with that Seven of Swords, but as you can see, it all is going to pan out in the best way possible. All right, Aquarius, really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Aquarius, this spread is for you. We have the Three of Wands clarified by the Ace of Swords. We have the Five of Wands. Then we also have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You're going to be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Aquarius, I don't know who this Queen of Pentacles is, but I think you're deciding to get some kind of a fight started. Perhaps it's one of those people who always ask for a favor, and this way you always do something for them. It could be like a roommate, it could be a relative, it could be a neighbor. I don't know, but I think you're deciding to put this person into their place where they belong. I think this sort of aggression is coming from you, but I'm sure you have a valid reason for that. Right? The Three of Wands clarified by the Ace of Swords in the beginning. I think that's you who is making up your mind, who is making a final decision to implement, I guess, the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of a competition. It's a card of drama. It's a card of a fight. It's a card of a fight, right? And the Queen of Pentacles, right next to the deck, this is whom you're fighting with. Okay, perhaps like I said, you're not happy with this Queen of Pentacles, and you're gonna make sure they understand who is boss, or you're gonna make sure they understand who runs this show. All right, and I think it's coming from you. By the way, it doesn't have to happen. There's 0 major arcana cards, but it kind of feels like you've had enough with this person. Yeah, and like I said, those 2 cards in the beginning, I believe they belong to you, the Ace of Swords and the Three of Wands. Right? You're gonna make sure they get the point across that they're not welcome here, or that they need to shut the heck up, or they need to stop whatever it is they're doing. You know, something among those lines. That's one interesting spread, Aquarius. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aquarius, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Nine of Cups clarified by Justice. We have the Six of Pentacles clarified by the Six of Cups. We have the Queen of Swords clarified by the Fool. And we also have Judgment on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Libra, maybe an Aries, or any zodiac sign. Let's talk about assumptions again. We talked about assumptions in the first spread. Let's talk about assumptions one more time. I assume the Queen of Swords right next to the deck. I assume that's you, Aquarius. All right? And judging by what I see on the table, I think you're going to reconcile with this person. I don't see any rejections. I don't see anybody even thinking whether this is a good idea or not. Quite the opposite. I see you guys jumping right back in. All right, I really do see this. The Nine of Cups clarified by Justice in the beginning. Justice could be a Libra. You know, Justice is a Libra major arcana card, but Justice could also be a major apology. It's coming from somebody. All right, we also have Judgment on the bottom of the deck. So 2 very serious major arcana cards. Judgment is a card of somebody coming back from the past. It's also a card of having to make a judgment call. In the middle, we have the Six of Pentacles clarified by the Six of Cups. Okay, the Six of Pentacles is an equal give and take. It's a card of balance. All right, it's a card of generosity. The Six of Cups clarifying it is a soulmate card, and it's also a card of somebody coming back from the past. And the thing about the Six of Cups, we're usually glad to see people or to see places that are coming back from the past. All right, and then we have you, the Queen of Swords, clarified by the Fool. And as I was clarifying the Queen of Swords, I simply asked how will Aquarius feel about what's going on, and the Fool showed up. Yes, you're jumping right in. The Fool is a card of taking a leap of faith. It's a card of second chances in terms of let's let go of what happened in the past and start all over again. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Aquarius, this week. We have the Five of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, clarified by the Six of Wands. Then we have the Emperor, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aries or any zodiac sign. All right, so to be honest with you, Aquarius, I just sat there and thought about it. I thought about what could be happening here. Let's talk about more assumptions. I assume the Emperor is somebody you'll be hearing from this week. And the Emperor either just recently left their current job, and perhaps they got paid. Maybe they got let go of, but they had like a huge severance package paid out to them, or something called golden parachute worked for them, right? Because they had it in the contract. Right? And this person is sitting on a pile of cash. And maybe this person wants to start their own business, and they're gonna think of you and offer you to start that business together. All right? For others of you, this person just got promoted. They're still employed, but they just got promoted, and they just won a major battle at work. Perhaps there were more than one person up for promotion, and they won. They got that promotion. They became a manager, or they became like a C-level executive or something along those lines, and they're going to reach out to you and offer you a job to work for them, to work under their supervision. That's how it feels. It feels like this Emperor, the person, they just leveled up. They just leveled up. All right, and they're gonna offer you either to do business together with them, or they're gonna offer you a job. All right, and if I were you, I would seriously consider it. Seriously consider it. All right, the Emperor is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, I believe, is directed at you. They're offering you that Ace of Pentacles. They're offering you that job. They're offering you that business opportunity, or something along those lines. And the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck, that ace could belong to you, Aquarius, because you're an air sign, right? And the Ace of Swords could be an air sign indicator. The Ace of Swords often comes through as the word yes. And the Ace of Swords could be a card of like a very straightforward, very direct, no BS conversation. They'll just tell you how it is. But again, from what I see, the three cards to the left from the Emperor, I think this is what just happened to them. They just won a major battle. They just won a major, major battle, or they've got paid. They got paid because of something they just went through. They got paid. And now they've got money, and they're looking to start a business or invest or something like that. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Aquarius. We have the Nine of Wands clarified by the Two of Swords. Then we have the Queen of Wands clarified by the Six of Swords. We also have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Six of Pentacles. And we have the Fool on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I don't know what the nature of this connection is between you and this Queen of Wands, but this Queen of Wands is done. They're leaving. It could be a co-worker, it could be a roommate, it could be a relative of some sort, but they're done. For some of you, yeah, this person is tired of being like a scapegoat, right? And I think they've had enough, and they're out. They're going to pack up and leave. I think that's exactly what they're doing. They're packing up and leaving because they have something better somewhere else. All right, that's what this whole spread is all about, Aquarius, right? Right. We start with the Nine of Wands clarified by the Two of Swords. I think those two cards belong to the Queen of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of somebody who is a wounded warrior, somebody who is hurting, somebody who is being an scapegoat, right? The Two of Swords clarifying that. It is a card of a choice, it is a card of a crossroads, but it's also a card of somebody who says no more, no more. I don't want to feel this way anymore, right? And the Queen of Wands, the next card that came out, could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or it could be somebody who is like a colleague, co-worker, somebody you work with or live with, right? And the Six of Swords clarifying them, they're leaving. They are going to leave. The Ace of Swords, the next card that came out, clarified by the Six of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords is a clear-cut decision. Alright, by the way, if you're trying to hire this Queen of Wands, if you're like a hiring manager, then maybe they're leaving so they could join forces with you, so you could hire them, right? So it's not necessarily a bad spread. But yeah, with the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Six of Pentacles, they made a decision to move, right? And the Fool on the bottom of the deck could be an Aries, but the Fool is a card of liberation. So they're liberating themselves from that Nine of Wands energy. Alright, Aquarius, so yeah, that's what I have for you for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing week.